Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Didi, and in today's video I'm going to do a video on 4 things we are leaving behind in 2021. Okay, I'm about to get ready to step out, and I was just like, why not film this video now? Let's talk about it. All right guys, so the first thing that I have on my notes here is procrastination. Okay, I know everybody procrastinates. Everybody procrastinates. No matter what you do, no matter what it is you're doing, whether it's an assignment or whether it's a business you're trying to start off, you have to find what pushes you, or that drive, or what motivates you to beat the procrastination. Because if you let it overtake you and you just sit there and you just put it off till God knows when, you're never going to get anything done. And with that comes unproductivity, and your life is passing you by. Okay, we have to put into our head that we only have one life to live, and it's like you have to make the best out of that one life. You have to make the best out of every single moment of your life, and you're just gonna have to get up and do what you have to do. What helps me with procrastination is I like to make a list of what I have to do, not for the week, but I separate it into days. And throughout the day, I go ahead and check it off, and as I check it off, you just feel a little empowerment, like you feel like you obtained a goal for the day. Another thing is, what's keeping you distracted? Are you on Netflix for hours? Is it social media? Put the little, I know Apple on your iPhone, if you got an iPhone, you could put a little timer to where like it'll close off your apps. That way you don't use them, or you're not tempted, or when you go to try to open them, it'll be closed. So you could do that. And what else? Like, just whatever you think is causing you to be distracted or causing you to not be productive, like go ahead and cut those things out. Another thing with people who procrastinate, or us, we're gonna speak in general, who procrastinate, is that they're most of the time complainers. Like, they're always complaining what they need to do, or they don't have time to do this, or they're not able to do this. I wonder why. You're not putting in the effort to get it done. You're not pushing yourself to get it done. Like, if I say I want to go to the gym at 6 a.m., once my alarm goes off, we're not snoozing it. If I snooze it one time, it won't be snoozed the second time. Like, I'm going to drag myself out of bed and we're going to go to the gym. And you just have to do that every time. Like, I always push myself, like anytime I feel like, oh, maybe after this show or one more episode and then I'm gonna go do it, I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. Or I could be like, oh, let me just spend 5 more minutes on Instagram. No, we're not doing that. We're going to get up and we're going to go do what we need to do and check all those boxes in. That way at the end of the day, like, even if we got 4 out of 5 things done, like, that's a big accomplishment. Whereas you started number 1 and never finished it, and you have 4.5 things that are not done. So the second thing is putting others before yourself. We are leaving that in 2021, guys. Putting others before yourself. First of all, you have to normalize saying no, okay? And that's in all aspects. If you're working 40 hours a week and your boss asks you to work an extra day and you don't feel like it, or you feel like you're too tired, it's a no, okay? It's a no, because these jobs don't care about you out here. If your friend wants to go out somewhere and it's not the type of environment, or it's going to disturb your peace, or you don't feel comfortable, say no. Like, it's fine. If they're inviting you to go out to eat and you know that you're on a budget for this weekend, you already use your little fun money, and yeah, you have the money in your account, but if you go out, like, that's taking out of something else that you already budgeted for, say no, okay? We need to put ourselves first. And that also goes with fake relationships. Like, if you're going back and forth, and that's with all relationships, whether it's with your family, whether it's an intimate relationship, whether it's a friendship, if you feel like there's a situation or there's something that made you feel some type of way, you need to address it right away, because you cannot spare somebody else's feelings, yet they get to talk to you however they want. You have to go ahead and nip that in the bud, like they say, and take care of the situation, or take care of the issue, so that it doesn't become a bigger issue. And if the person who you are speaking to doesn't take it as you expressing your concern, or you expressing your opinion, if they take it like, whoa, like, where did this come from, like, they make it a bigger issue than it is, then that's your cue for you to end that friendship or to end that relationship. Because it's like, if you're not able to express yourself and like have a cordial conversation with an adult, then you can't really talk to that person about anything, and it serves you no purpose. So snip it. So yeah, guys, you really have to put yourself first in everything that you do. You put yourself before your family, put yourself before your job, put yourself before your pets, put yourself before your friends. You need to put yourself first, because at the end of the day, you have to mentally and spiritually and physically and emotionally be available to deal with whatever else comes with your environment, with whatever else comes around you. If you're lacking in that department, or if you're lacking in those areas, how are you going to be able to fill and pour into other people's cup when you're empty? You can't. Okay, so that's what we're leaving behind in 2021. Number 3 is living through other people's lives. And that is where social media plays a big role. It's one thing to be inspired by someone, like let's say Rihanna became a billionaire, and you're like, whoa, like she's from the islands, she is a black female, and I aspire to be like her one day. That's different. But when you sit behind the screen and you're watching people go to Cancun, and you're like, oh my gosh, like why can't I go to Cancun? Or like you're watching a couple's channel and you're like, oh my gosh, like why can't I have that type of love? Like, you have to stop living your life through other people's lives and through these lenses and behind these screens. Because for one, I stress this a lot, you do not know what people are going through behind closed doors. Nobody posts their struggles, nobody posts when they're down, nobody posts when they're like in the worst state. They post only the happy things, and you only see those things for 0.5 seconds, and that's it. You don't know what they went through to get to where they're at. And it's like, that goes into gratitude as well, because when you sit there and you envy other people's lives, or you sit there and live through other people's lives, you're first of all not acknowledging the blessings that God has given you. You're not acknowledging the things that God gave you access to, the doors that he opened for you, or the doors that he closed for you, the abilities that you have. Like, there are people who don't have jobs, and you have a job to work. Yeah, it may not be your ideal job, or you may not like it over there, but it's like you have a job. So instead of wondering like, why is your life not like this, or why is your life not like that, or like this person's, why don't you just write a plan, or how are you going to remove yourself from the position that you're in, or from the situation that you're in, into something better? How are you going to elevate your life and level up your life, which is all going to be a process. But you can't sit there, you sitting there and living through somebody else's life, like you're not getting anything done, and it's not going to do anything but stress you out and make you depressed and just make you feel like life is not worth, like, anything. And you don't want to do that. You want to practice gratitude. You want to practice being a better version of yourself. With living through other people's life, you begin to lose part of yourself, or you need to spend more time with yourself. Take yourself out on a date, go on a solo date, or go on a solo trip, or go on a solo picnic. Just spend more time with yourself. Write down your ideal life, or your ideal self. Who is this person? What do they enjoy doing? What do they like to do? What are some of the goals that they want to work on for this month or this year? You need to spend more time with yourself and get to know yourself. That way, like, when these things are occurring, yeah, you could be happy for someone, but it's like the moment that you sit there and wish that your life was their life, it's like where it becomes a problem, where it becomes an issue, because you can't live your life through other people's. You have one life to live. You live your life, and you have to make the best out of your life for you, because no one else can do it for you. And instead of sitting there and thinking about all the things that you don't have, be grateful and thank God for the things that you do have, and what you want to accomplish, and ask him to help you accomplish those things, because he can give you anything that he wants to give you, that you want, as long as it's what's best for you, because God is never going to give us anything that is not best for us, as well as God's timing is perfect timing. That's what we also have to forget, is that we are not going to be we are not on the same path, or ever will be on the same path as somebody else's, and we will never be going through the same seasons as somebody else's. So you have to trust God's timing, and you have to put in your work in with faith as well, because faith without works is dead. I say that a lot, guys, because it's true. Faith without works is dead. So if you want your life to be an ideal type of life, you want to live a type of way, first address it with God, and make sure that it's what he wants for you and what he sees for you. And then you have to be in a season of waiting. And in that season of waiting, you don't want to sit there and be pouty, or be depressed, or be, like, oh my gosh, like, how much longer? You have to be content and be faithful and just wait, because God's timing is the perfect timing, okay? And the last thing that I have on here that we are leaving behind in 2021 is the lack of privacy. I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely a private person. I don't like people that I don't know, especially that I don't know, getting too close to me, or people knowing too much about me. And that's just in general. Like, you want to leave some type of mystery for people. People shouldn't know every single detail about your life. They shouldn't know every single move that you make in your life. And that's where these vision boards and things come in also, because it's like, you have all these New Year's resolutions and all these goals that you want to accomplish for the next year of 2022, yet you are posting everything and people know everything. And let's say you said that you wanted to buy a house by March of 2022. In March 2022, people already knew, like, oh, they didn't get the house because they never posted about it. And then, like, you just don't know who. There are evil eyes out there, and there's people who are preying on your downfall. There's people who do not want you to win. There's people who don't like have it out for you. If you're posting your relationship all over, when there's ups, when there's downs, and people knows your business, people have the input, they feel like they're entitled to have an opinion upon your life, and that is not. It's because you give them that access, you give them that line to cross. What you post on social media should be limited. Like, it should be conservative. Like, people shouldn't know all your business. Do not argue with people on social media, guys. Please, let's cut that out. Don't argue with people. Don't be shady. Don't be malicious to people, and don't portray yourself as something that you're really not. Okay, be yourself. Be your authentic self. Your authentic self will always win at all times. Okay, so guys, please keep everything private. Share what you feel like you need to share. Other things, keep it to yourself, like your goals, your accomplishments. And when you say you're going to do something, don't tell anyone. Keep that to yourself. Okay, pray on it and work towards it, and after it happens, then you can go ahead and testify what God has allowed you to do, what God has helped you to do, because at the end of the day, he deserves all the glory, and we are nothing without him. Because y'all know me, I'm always going to end it with the word of God. Okay, so that's all I had for you guys for what we are leaving in 2021. Let me know down below if you guys have anything else, for there's some trends. I've seen a bunch of these videos and I was just like shocked at some of these, but it's true. And I feel like everyone's different, and some people is gonna agree, some people are not gonna agree. I just wanted to do like a general list and really keep it short and cute. But yeah guys, just let me know down below if you have anything that you feel like should be left in the year of 2021, things that we are not taking with us, we are leaving them behind into the new year, and we're ready to upgrade and just be better and level up and continue to be our better self, because the goal is to always keep going and to keep leveling up at all times. Don't stop. Okay, and each year you're supposed to have a, like, it's supposed to be a lesson. Each year is supposed to make you a better version of yourself. Okay, again, thank you so much guys for tuning into my channel today. Happy New Year, and I hope you guys are ready to take on this new year, and I will see you guys in another video. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.